I think that we should draw some monsters today. Let's try some monsters. So, this is Mrs. Hogarth, and I'm feeling monstrous today. So I think we should try to just have some fun and draw some monsters. Now, if you think, I can't draw a monster, that's not my thing either. But sometimes it's just fun to try something new. So, we all can do this. Follow along with me. Everybody can draw a circle because you do that all the time when you write letters, right? An A has a circle, a P has a circle. So another thing that we're going to use today is a horizontal line, a laying down line, a horizontal line. And a vertical line, straight up and down, standing up line. Vertical is standing up. We can all do those things. And we talked about a little bit before, if you've watched any of my videos, a line that's an angle. And I'm going to change direction. And that's a line that's an angle, but I can also enclose it and make it a shape, which we call a 1, 2, 3 triangle. 3 is tri, and we've got angles there. Okay. Another thing we're going to use today is a curve, or a half of a circle. If I make a curve and I enclose the space, it's a half circle. Okay. So let's make some of these shapes over and over and over again, touching each other. Up and down, angle it, diagonal, angle, up and down, and up and down, and up and down. So we have a zigzag. We're also going to do one of these, a curvy line or a squiggly line. That's a curve, that's a wave. We could call that a wave. And then we're going to do this curved line over and over again too. Like that. That's something else we're going to use. And the other thing we're going to use is if we take a triangle and we make it curved, so like it's melting. Okay? So I'm going to make a curve, okay? And then this is the point, and this is going to be the fat end. So if I make a line coming down from there, and I make another curve that ends up right there. So those are all the things that we're going to try, kind of play around with, and use to make our triangle, or to make our monsters. Sorry, not a triangle. So I'm going to switch pens. I'm going to use one of these permanent pens so you can see it a little better. So let's play around. Let's try one. Do it with me. We're going to do a couple of them together, and then I just want you to use all of these things to make your own monster. All right. So let's start out with a kind of a square. A fun square though. So I'm going to make a square like this, but I'm going to make the top of the square curved, right? So we can kind of do whatever we want here. So let's give this as the body. I'm going to give them legs. So I'm going to make long rectangles, but I'm not going to finish the rectangle. So what I'm going to do from this rectangle is make a curve here, and then go straight over to that. Now I need to close that up. Now I have a foot and a leg. So let's try it again. Long rectangle. Nothing has to be perfect here. It's a monster, right? We can make it up. And there's a foot. He needs a claw. What do you say? Big old toenail that needs to be trimmed, right? Let's see. Oh, let's give him a mouth. So I'm going to make a straight line for this mouth. Oh, sorry, I made a diagonal. It's still straight though, right? So I made a diagonal line. So let's use some of these things here and give them big, giant teeth. And I'm going to make a silly monster, make this tooth way bigger. And I'm going to give him some little teeth down here. He needs to see a dentist or an orthodontist, doesn't he? Let's see. How about an eye? Ooh, one eye. So I'm using the circle. And let's give him the pupil of his eye. You can even go another one like this. And then draw some lines in there, straight lines in there. So let's see, does he need arms? I think we should give him arms. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. See my rectangle? And then another rectangle. And I can give him a fist. So he's standing there like this. Oh, try it again. His hands are on his hips. So I've used all of these things to make kind of a fun monster. Now you could color them in. You could give them funny eyebrows. And you could give them some hair if you want. Or you could give them horns. Let's give them some horns. So curved line. Okay. And another curved line that ends at the point. Maybe he has one horn. Maybe one horn broke off. Ouch. That's why he's mad. So there's kind of a silly monster, right? Let's see. How about... Let's do another one. Let's do a circle monster. And I'm going to add to this. You've seen this guy before, right? But I'm going to give him 2 eyes. So let's see. I'm going to go like this. You can kind of make a line like this and then do a circle off of that. Right? It's kind of crazy eyes there. You got crazy eyes. So let's not worry about a nose. Let's give him a fun mouth. Let's see. What do you think? I'm going to go this way for his mouth. We need to make him a little happier. And let's give him a smile and some teeth. And let's see. One leg. A duck foot. So I'm going to do a triangle and then I'm going to do those loops. I guess we call that a frog foot. Could be a duck foot, right? Now I could add patterns here. Right? Kind of looks like he needs another foot. He's going to fall over. Let's give him another foot. I don't like just one foot. And this one's going to come out and out. See how I made it wider here, closer to me? That's better, isn't it? He kind of just looked like he was going to fall over. He needs some hair. Do you think? I think hair would be fun with him. So you could make him look furry. Now I'm doing this shape. Right? That's a little better. And some of them could be long, right? And you could go short. Just a whole bunch of those shapes. So there's another monster. Let's see, what else? How about a monster that has a bunch of eyes? So we're going to start with, let's see. I'm going to do a long monster here. And I'm going to give him really fat, kind of the same foot, but really fat legs. Right? So that's kind of fun. Oh, he definitely needs some eyes, right? And a face. He needs all kinds of stuff. So let's think, what can we use here to make that? So first of all, let's start with some eyes. I'm going to give him, let's have fun with these eyes. So there's a bendy line, a curved line. Everybody can do a curved line and a circle. So we're using all of these things. That's going to be his eyes. And I'm going to make a really long one. We're having fun with it, right? I say we give him more eyes than just 2. After all, he is a monster. What do you think? 3, 4, 5? It's up to you. You're going to use all of this stuff and just have some fun monsters happening in your house. Give him a pupil. That's the colored part of his, or the black part. And you could do this if you want. Crazy eyes again. Lots of crazy eyes there. Let's see. I think it would be fun because he's kind of geometric. Let's give him some fun fur. Now, if you start out in pencil, you could come back and erase some things. I'm in a pen, but see, I could give the fur coming off like that. So I've got layers of the triangles. And then I would erase that line. Let's see, what about some eyeballs? What do you think? Oh, I already did eyeballs. What am I talking about? What I need is, I need a nose, right? So what if I did a long, skinny nose coming down his face from his eyes, and then do a curve at the bottom, and then maybe some nostrils, dots, back to the dots and circles, and then some curved lines again. I think he needs arms. Do you? Let's go with similar. This is just like an eyeball, right? Just like an eyeball. And then how many fingers does a monster have after all? It's up to you. 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. Do any of them have wings? You're going to use all of these things, which everybody can do, and you're going to put them together into some crazy monsters. Let's try one more before you go. I think I would like to do, I'm going to try that one-legged monster again. Long leg like this, and then a big foot that will balance him out. So as you start, let's go a little longer and wider at the top. And I'm going to make this guy fuzzy. So I'm going to kind of just plan my circle because I'm in pen and make him fuzzy. Crazy hair with crazy eyes, right? So I can repeat some of these ideas. I can do one eye here, one-legged, one-eyed. Give him some pretty eyelashes. What do you think? Like a cat eye there. I think give her or him a mustache with a mouth there. There, got a mustache. So now you can come back in with color. You can do patterns when you repeat anything, when you repeat zigzags over and over again or stripes over and over again. You get a pattern. Okay, here's a pattern. You have some fun with this. Make some crazy monsters. You can also give them a place to live. Where would this guy live? He seems like he would live in the water. Because I think of flamingos, right? And maybe there's a pretty sunset behind him, right? And with some palm trees, because he kind of looks like a palm tree, doesn't he? So think about where you could make these guys live. That's a crazy palm tree. Where they could live. Some sky and clouds. Where would this guy live? He might live in the woods. This guy's going to live in underwater because he has swimming feet. So you think about where you could put these. Alien planet, right? There's all kinds of places you could. Your backyard, your bedroom. So monsters are kind of fun just to kind of relax and just have some fun and create some stories that go along with your monsters. They could all be in a story together. Make some monsters today. So there's my monsters. I kind of played with them. Used all of the things that we talked about up here, the triangles, the zigzags. You worked on these with me together. Now it's time for you to make your own. I used some watercolor paint, as you can see here, and some colored pencils, and then my marker. So use what you have. You might have crayons. You might have colored pencils. You might, whatever you have is what I want you to use. So have fun with this. Make your own monsters. Give them a place. Have a blast. Be creative. Make art.